Hello, my name is Dean Contover, and this is the Current Buzz. Thank you for watching today. My guest, is Dan Rourke. He's the mayor of Lowell, and we're going to talk about Lowell things, especially about Lowell High School. But the first thing I want to talk about is this. In this deck is a Mookie Betts card from the Lowell Spinners. Remember the Lowell Spinners? Yeah. This card, the first baseball card of Mookie Betts is in this package, and it's worth about $400. So look for this package in your home and see if you have it. The guy on the front is Devin Marrero. I'm just trying. Marrero. Yeah. So Mookie Betts, $400. Look for that card. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Yeah. Glad you came. A lot of things happen in Lowell. I could talk all day about Lowell. I mean, it's one of those things. You became mayor. How do you become mayor in Lowell?
Yeah, so this past 2023, November 23, we had a city council election, and we had 11 councilors were elected that night. And then soon thereafter, how we do it in Lowell under Plan E form of government is the council itself votes for the mayor. And I was fortunate enough to secure enough votes to become mayor. And on January 2nd of 2024, I was sworn in along with my fellow colleagues on the city council, and it's gone by fast the first year, but we've got a lot of good things have happened in the city of Lowell. Yeah. I'm very proud to be a part.
All right, let's talk about the good things. I mean, a lot of things happening. They're constructing Lowell High School. A lot of people in Chelmsford probably went to Lowell High School, and tell us what's happening in Lowell High School.
So as of right now, we're on schedule for Lowell High to get done. The freshman academy has been completed. The gym has been completed. Right now, they're moving over into the 22 building. They call it the old buildings.
The 1922 building. Right. People don't know what that means.
Yeah, off Kirk Street, and they're working on that now. If you drive by, you see some of the inside demo going on. A little hiccup with asbestos removal, as all old buildings deal with.
Well, yeah, all old buildings have that. Yeah.
Fortunately, though, we put enough money in our contingency plan to deal with setbacks of that nature. And as far as the money is the budget for it, we are on budget as well. This is second half. The first half of the project is now complete. Now on the second half, which will take a little bit longer, knowing that because you're dealing with older structures. But so far, so good.
Okay, that freshman is 5 stories high.
Correct, right.
Do we have an elevator in there?
Yes, we have elevators, bathrooms, all that stuff there. Yeah,
all the bathrooms.
Went well.
Yeah, I remember the gym situation.
Right. Yeah, and the gymnasium is beautiful. Get to see a girls' volleyball game there, basketball. I mean, it really, so far so good. It looks really nice.
Oh, okay. Are they going to have open house, for a week or something like that for people?
Yeah. So it's obviously with the students in there. It's even difficult for us to get in there sometimes, because you don't want to cause any distractions. But we do meet once a month, the school building authority, the manager, Suffolk Construction, our OPM, Perkins Eastman. They give updates every 30 days. And they do offer those that want to go in and check it out, just to make sure everything's being done on time, on budget. They do comprehensive reporting, again, by law, every 30 days. And, we're on top of it, and it's coming out good.
Oh, good. The 22 building, where are the students put?
Right, so that is the downside of renovation.
Okay.
There was very contentious, the location battle of the high school when it was decided back in 2017. But what they do is that they funnel them in. We're using some of the gymnasium for classroom, the freshman academies for classrooms for everybody. And what the kids now they're making do. And all the credit in the world is given to them and the teachers and the staff inside the building. They're utilizing every possible space. And then just think, we have 3,300 kids in there right now, basically using half the available space. So once the renovations are done over on the other 2 buildings, it's going to be a great experience for all students.
Are we going to have better walkways over?
Yeah, so we're going to have 2 of them now.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
2 walkways are going to be there.
Are they going to be up to date and not?
It's all, everything. This is almost a $400 million project. I think I saw just the other day, trying to think where it was, Bedford, Belmont, or something like that. They went through the same process that we did through the Mass School Building Association.
Right.
Where they apply for matching funds. And I think their project for their school, which is going to be a lot smaller than the school that we have here in Lowell, is going to be $660 million. That's only within a 4 or 5 year difference. So at the time, the sticker shock of the $375 million cost of the high school is something that everybody kind of really was taken aback by. But just as I said, in 5 or 6 years period of time, you've almost doubled that cost.
Okay, yeah. So the high school will be finished when? Do we know?
2026.
2026.
Yep.
That's
the goal. August
expected date.
2026. Yes. Yep.
Okay. A lot of changes happening with the construction. It happens a lot,
Yeah. So and the big thing with the renovation I talked about before is the change orders, asbestos removal,
exactly.
and testing was done previously to make sure that enough money was put into the funds to take care of that. They did find some more than they thought they would find.
What, asbestos?
Asbestos, right? Yeah. So you have to take your time and do a thorough removal of asbestos. So, but we have been assured that the money that's in that contingency will cover the costs.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's legitimate. Yeah.
Middlesex Village is a bridge called the Rock Bridge.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't. Any relation?
No relation.
No
No
relation.
relation.
Okay. What's the plans for that? I mean.
Yeah, this is wonderful. We're in the bidding phase now. This has been a long, drawn-out process. A couple of years ago, Congresswoman Lori Chahan, through our transportation bond bill, got $190 million for a new Rourke Bridge. That money we do have. And starting August of 25 should be construction of a new bridge. We're going to start over on the Wood Street, Middlesex Street side. And then, I'm sorry, I apologize. We're going to start at the old Ferry Road side in Pawtuckerville and connect over to the Wood Street and Middlesex Street side.
So are you telling me it's going to be a 45-degree angle?
Yeah, a little diagonal. It's going to be beautiful, though, Dean. It's going to be four lanes, 2 in each direction.
Hold on, just a minute.
Yep.
We got 4 lanes. Usually in the morning, it's a very busy bridge.
It's busy all the time.
And in the evening, it's
even
busy.
worse. Yeah.
I mean, in a lot of states, they have these lanes that they change, right, to 2 or 1 lane or 3, and they have these X's like a green X that you could use that 3 lanes.
See it in New York all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, you see that in New York.
Yeah, so we have
possibility.
No, because the Rourke Bridge is only 2 lanes. One's going, from Pawtuckerville to the Highlands. One's going from the Highlands to Pawtuckerville. And people that may work at Lowell General, they need to get back over the bridge to get home.
Yeah.
People that live in Pawtuckerville that go across the bridge, get to a highway, they got to come back home as well.
You should know, right?
Yes, I do. Yeah. So,
you have to do it every day.
Every day, a couple of times a day, sometimes,
All
right?
Yeah.
And that's they're really. It's the project is going to be incredible. 2028 is the expected completion date. But there's going to be greenery. There's going to be sitting areas, 4 lanes, walkways on both sides. It's going to be state of the art when it's all said and done.
So in other words, when they have rowing on the Merrimack, I could watch it from the bridge.
Absolutely, yep, they could. That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're going to have benches for me? Because, by that time,
there will be benches as well. That's right, yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, they're going to have benches?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, so it's going to be a wide
sitting areas.
sidewalk?
Yeah, so it's going to be sidewalks, and then it's going to almost like a semicircle on both sides.
Okay. Yeah, I did see the design, yeah.
It's been a long time.
Can we bike across?
You can bike across as well, yeah.
Roller skate across?
If you want to roller skate, use your rollerblades.
Roller skate, no.
But it's again, this is something that many elected officials, mayors, governors, state representatives have worked on for the past 2 or 3 decades. And like I said, it finally came to fruition. The funding is now there, available for it, and now we're actually in the bidding phase.
Okay, let's talk about the river, right? The bridge is going to go over the Merrimack River. Is it cleaner today than it was 20 years ago?
Yeah, we've done a wonderful job. The city of Lowell partnering with, because we talk about the river, it's not just Lowell, right?
Yeah, no,
you're talking Chelmsford, Tingsboro, Lawrence, even Haverhill goes up there. But we do a great job of at the certain locks along the river. They do the collection of debris, and we get rid of that, and that way, testing is done all the time. And at summertime, where you have, I forget what the term is, like red sea. They can sometimes Ryan Beach, that's right on the river, gets shut down just due to bacteria through warm temperatures and lack of rainfall and things like that. But as far as cleanliness, it's very clean. DCR partners with the City of Lowell, Department of Conservation and Recreation, and they're there constantly in the spring, summer, and fall, cleaning the area up, cutting the grass, things like that. We have rowing events that are there, once a week. I think we do it for like 4 or 5 weeks.
Yep.
It's a great thing for Lowell because
You should know you cross
yeah,
the bridge.
it
You
brings
see it every
brings
day.
people into the city.
Yep.
To check it out, and hopefully they stick around. They hit a restaurant on the way home. We usually use that river to really showcase a lot of the good things about the City of Lowell. We have our Southeast Asian Water Festival that's there.
Yep.
On Thursday nights they do shows and dance competitions and things like that. So it really is a well-utilized space, and the city does a really good job taking care of it.
Speaking of restaurants, the Olympia is closed.
I know, I heard. It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's something we've been going for since you're a kid, right?
Lowell,
Yeah.
I mean, everybody would go there to meet. If there was not, meet me at the Olympia.
Well, that's how we came here today, right? We met there and decided to get together
definitely.
and talk. It's a great place, and sad to see it go, and but hope it's best for the future.
Yeah, definitely. We talked about the river. Is there any possibility some of those trees along the river? It's a beautiful river. Could be cut down.
Yeah, so it's funny when you mentioned the Rourke Bridge and how the new things. You have to go through all kinds of different boards and commissions statewide, and conservation is definitely one of them because you have to see how vegetation will be affected, how river life will be affected, and things like that. And we have gone through all those processes so far, and everything has come back positively. I'm not sure about any removal of any trees. I haven't heard that yet. But again, we're going to start over on the Pawtuckaville side. Everybody knows where the market basket is over there.
Yeah, right.
We're going to start at
Everybody in Chelmsford shops at that market basket.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people there, right? Yeah, and it's a great place to meet people, and especially if you're an elected official, right?
Yeah.
We're going to start over at Old Ferry. As you said before, it's going to be kind of a little bit of a diagonal go-between.
Yeah.
Then the last few weeks of the project, we'll connect it to the Highlands, Wood Street, Middlesex Street side, and we should be good to go in a couple of years.
Yeah, along the river, sometimes you see encampments of people.
Sure.
I know you just passed a bill, no camping on public property, right? State property, is it?
Yeah.
And-
Public property within the City of Lowell, no camping.
And no camping. How's that going?
Yeah, so we just passed it last Tuesday. I think it has to go and sit for 7 to 10 days in the clerk's office. It'll become law, I believe, probably at the end of the week, or ordinance, so end of this week or next week. And then we just, enforcement is what we talk about all the time. You can have all the laws in the world, but you have to be able to enforce, those laws and the ordinances. And it really is. It's a public health hazard, right? We don't want people, especially now in the wintertime, to be outside at night. We want them to be in a warm place, in a place where they can get assistance.
So where would that one place be, right?
Well, yeah. So we utilize, the City of Lowell has multiple partners. We use
Okay.
CTI, CBA, the Lowell Shelter for availability. We had a report just a couple of weeks ago when we talked about this ordinance issue, where I think we had 240 homeless individuals, but we had 220 available beds. And the problem is that people that want to help and they ask for it, they get it. It's the people that do not want to help, that continuously refuse the resources that are available to them, that causes the issue with the encampments, especially over at the South Common. It's right next to a school, and there's needles that are there.
That got out of control there for a while, huh?
And what will happen is in wintertime when it gets really cold, people will find shelter because nobody wants to be outside in the frigid temperatures. But then in the spring, people migrate back outside and into the encampments. So we do have a couple of them across the city that we will be taking care of. The Lowell Police and our health department, our homeless coordinator do incredible work over there. They always ask, "Do you want help? We can help you. We can take you and get you checked out at the ER and find your services." But we just need people to say, "Yes, I want to help."
We have a university, we have a community college in Lowell. How's that going?
Yeah, so we're very fortunate. I was in Toronto a couple weeks ago. I was invited.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you
Now
about.
we get there. Yeah, I was invited to the Urban Economic Forum in Toronto in September, and I was able to talk about Lowell and all the great things that we offer. And one of the major points I made in my speech was our great collaboration and great partners we have with Middlesex Community College and UMass Lowell. Middlesex Community College, again, was just voted one of the top community colleges in the country. The work that President Sisson and his staff does over there.
Yeah, we had him on the show.
Fantastic,
Yeah,
right?
nice guy.
Wonderful guy, and only cares about what's best for the kids.
Right.
And you can see that. My daughter was a graduate of Middlesex, and she's on to Salem State right now. We're very proud and happy with the education she got there. And now with the tuition waivers in effect, we really hope that we can get as many kids to go there. I was just there last week. I talked to some of our dual enrollment students, kids at Lowell High School that are taking college classes during their senior year. Had 40-something kids in the class, which was wonderful. And to see the kids that want to further their education and go forward. And when we talk about the University of UMass at Lowell, partnering with Julie Chen, the chancellor.
Right. You know her?
Very well. Yeah. Okay. Again, like she's tremendous. Her and her team over there.
She seems that way.
Very, very well. And knowledgeable and knows the heartbeat of the city. Her and President Sisson, they're very in tune with Lowell and its needs and what we could provide. And one of the lines of my speech, I said, very few cities the size of Lowell, within the proximity where you can go from pre-K to your doctorate degree, right? And sometimes walking distance through all your 18, 19, 20 years of education. And that's something that can't be offered in a lot of cities and towns. And Lowell does offer that. And we're very proud and fortunate to be able to do that. And it's reflected in the students that go to these colleges and universities. When they come out, they're ready to go into the workforce. And they make us proud.
Do they work hand in hand?
They do. Yeah. So with Middlesex Community College, and a lot of people may not know this, if once you go to Middlesex and get your degree, your associate's degree, and you maintain a 3.0 grade point average, you don't have to apply to a state university. You automatically get accepted in there. So whether it's UMass Boston, UMass Lowell, Salem State, Fitchburg State, you're a student. You pick your classes, and you go forward from there. It's a wonderful program that because we want to have more of our kids go to school. And there's nothing wrong with a bridge year either, right? Where someone may take a year off to think what they want to do. Just past a graduating class at Lowell High School, we had a number of students that entered the military right away. And that's a great service that they're providing to their country, to their fellow men and women. And then obviously those that go right into college. And going to Middlesex first and getting your associates, getting that base under you, all your gen ed classes, and then heading off to pick what you want to do. It's a wonderful opportunity for a lot of kids.
Now, you said free tuition. Does that include fees also in regards to?
Yeah, so it's right now, I think it's a tuition now, right? The books, I don't believe so. But there are grants out there, scholarship opportunities out there as well to take care of those costs.
Yeah, okay, good. I think that 25-year-old thing is a good
Wonderful.
idea.
It really is.
Did I read somewhere where they're up 20% in Middlesex?
Right away, right at the top, right? And that's great because it just goes to show you that most of the time when kids don't go to higher education, it's the costs that are incurred.
I feel like going back to school.
The
problem is I have a bachelor's degree, so I can't get in.
Right.
So I'm out, man. So traffic in Lowell problems?
Yeah, no, it's one of those things that pops up every school year. In September when school gets back into classes and things like that. But I think one of the good things about the way the council is now, when we have our district representation, all neighborhoods have a representative, and those concerns are brought directly to City Hall.
Okay.
They're addressed. Our transportation engineer is phenomenal. She may be a Chelmsford person. I'm not sure. Liz Altman, and she.
I have to talk to her.
Yeah, she does a tremendous job with
about Middlesex
with traffic. Yeah, and those issues are addressed. And we do all kinds of 60-day trials to try to improve the traffic situation throughout the city.
Yeah, interesting. Bicycle lanes. We had bicycles in Lowell.
Not as utilized much anymore. But the lanes are there. We have them on Varnum Ave and Father Morissette Boulevard and certain streets in the city. But it's encouraged. You're hopeful that people use that type of transportation. But in reality, people have vehicles, they have cars, and they drive.
Right. There's a new state rep for Lowell. His name is Tara Hong. I don't know him. Do you know him?
A little bit, yeah. I met him on the campaign trail. He's run before.
He worked hard.
He did. No,
he was out there.
Yeah, and congratulations to him.
And the other guy seemed like he wasn't working that hard on it.
Yeah, I think Roddy served his district.
Not Rodney. I'm talking about
Roddy.
Yeah. Sorry.
Roddy served his district, very well and sincerely. Did a wonderful job in the time he was there. People in that district just felt they wanted to have a change, and that's why you run and you have elections. So, good luck to Tara. Very thankful to Roddy for his decade of service to Lowell. And we'll see how it goes.
Is there any plans for him to do anything, or?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just know he's a good man. He's a great family man, and he cares about the city. So.
Golden Gloves are coming up. Lowell,
Yeah,
people
awesome.
come in.
So we were in Tulsa, Oklahoma, back in July.
Yep, that's what I want to talk to you about.
We had a contingent, myself, the assistant city manager, Sean Machado, Kevin Coughlin, who runs the Sun Charities.
Yep. We've had him on the show.
The New England Golden Gloves.
Yep.
And then Bob Russo, who's the
he'll
franchise
have him on the
president
show, yeah.
for the New England Golden Gloves. We went down there and we made our pitch to Lowell to host the 2027 National Tournament of Champions, they call it. We went against Detroit, Tulsa, Kansas, New Jersey, I believe. There's like 3 or 4 different cities that vied for the National Tournament of Champions, and we won the bid.
So they're going to fly into Manchester and Boston, and then we're going to have to shuttle them to
So we have a great,
hotels?
we have a great. It's going to be in the first week of June in 2027. And what that does is that helps us utilize UMass Lowell's dorm rooms.
Oh, okay.
To house the athletes.
Good.
And the trainers and so forth.
Yep.
So.
The new ones there, right near the spinners, the former spinners.
Perkins one, right? Yeah, Perkins Place they call it. Yeah, and and they'll have vouchers for discounts on meals to different businesses out to downtown.
Oh wow!
And you talk about bringing 5,000 or 6,000 people to the city of Lowell for about 8 or 9 days.
Right.
It's going to be wonderful, and we last hosted it, I think, in 1999 or 95. I forget what the date.
I have the program from that.
Yeah. And I actually, it's funny. I worked at the auditorium during that time.
It's going to be in the Lowell Auditorium.
It is. Yeah. We'll start
not at the Songus Arena.
We're going to start. And we like that because. The auditorium fits 2,000 people. You're right on top of the action.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll start with 3 rings, then go down to 2, then go down to 1, and it really is. It's a wonderful event.
When they have the National Golden Gloves in Lowell in 2027, did we mention it? There's going to be 3 rings, and the fights are going to go on continuously. So you're going to see three matches. They might be in different rounds.
Correct.
But you're going to see 3. Boxing.
And then as we further down the competition, when
they'll take the rings
gets smaller, take the rings out, and then we'll have. I think the last 2 days are all your national championships. And what's great about that, Dean, for 2027, is that's an Olympic qualifying year.
Oh wow!
So you're going to really have the
so you're going to have
high quality
national press there too.
Right. Yep.
So that's
it could be on TV and stuff. Yeah. So again, it's another thing we can do to showcase the city of Lowell, and I think. Being the mayor, one of the major responsibilities that the position has is to expound on all the positives that the city can offer.
I don't have that much time, but you're also on the school committee. Once you're a mayor, you're on the school committee. Do you think that's a good idea? You think the charter should change and not have?
Yeah, the
time is taken.
It's and those people that choose to want to be the mayor and go for that position, you have to realize the time that's taken up by serving as a mayor of Lowell, and I knew that going in that your Tuesdays and your Wednesdays you have your municipal meetings, and I enjoy serving on the school committee as well. We have members on the committee that want what's best for the kids, and that's all I care about as well. And we had a lot going into this past year as a school committee. We had to find a new superintendent.
Right.
We had negotiations for contracts. We had the St. Jindak School over in Pawtuckaville that we acquired, and now we're going to make it into a special needs school as well. So this committee has done a lot of good work. We had to find a SPED director and some more. We had a assistant superintendent that got a job in the part of the state to be a superintendent, so we had to fill that position. So we've done a lot of work on a school committee, and the members should be proud.
Yeah. We have Mayor Dan Rourke from Lowell, Massachusetts on. He expounded on Lowell High School and the Rourke Bridge, and we've got things taken care of. We don't have to worry, right, Dan? Right. I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you very much. That's right. Cool. Yeah.
We'll give you a cup, and I don't know if it's microwavable, but.
Well, next time, Dean, you can fill it for me, okay?
Yeah.